Alright, so here's the deal. I'm incredibly tired. I worked a bunch of 13-hour days this week, and I still haven't finished reading a book since I read Vicious, but I still wanted to give you a video, so I'm going to try my hardest to do this in one take, because I really don't want to edit it, and I'm not going to put in my intro or my outro thing or anything. It's just going to be a good one-take video for you, because I'm tired and I want to upload this and go to bed. But I also want you guys to have a video, because that's fun. So I was going to do a mini book haul, but then I realized that I have 6 books, and it's a pretty decent book haul. And I know in my last book haul I said that I wasn't going to read any more books until I read all the books from my last book haul. I have reasons for some of these books, but you could call me a liar. I guess that's allowed. Okay, so I'll go in order that I bought them. So I got The Chaos of Stars, and I bought this when I bought Vicious a few weeks ago, before the movie started shooting. And this is about someone who has, like, Greek gods or Egyptian gods as parents or something, and I think it sounds pretty good. And it was on my Goodreads wish list, and it was at Chapters when I went to buy Vicious, and it was in paperback, which I wasn't expecting, so it was only $10, so I got that. And also, the cover is extremely pretty. So, yeah. So then the next 2 books that I got, I was in Kohl's in the mall on my 15-minute break buying a present for someone, and I needed it that day because I was going to give it to her that night. And I ran to Kohl's on my break, and I was like, I need this book, where is it? I don't have time to look for it, someone help me find it. And then they found it, and then I went to go buy it, and then they were like, oh, if you spend $20 more, you get 4,300 extra plum points. And I was like, well, I need to do that right now because I spend money on books all the time. Might as well do it now and get extra points. I mean, it's no different whether I buy $20 worth of books now or $20 worth of books in a few months, right? And the only difference is if I do it now, I get extra points. And it was super, like, I was super rushed, obviously, because I had to get back to work, and I wanted a little bit of time to sit for like a couple minutes before I had to get back to work. And they were like, do you have time to browse? And I was like, no, but that's okay, I have my Goodreads list on my phone. And then I was like, no, I didn't bring my phone with me. And I was like, I don't have time to look. And then I was like, okay, John Green, I don't have all of his books, let's just get some John Green books. So I got Looking for Alaska, and Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. So yes, I was happy with these purchases, and it was a very fast, quick purchase, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm excited about more John Green books, and I will read those eventually. And I forgot to say that The Chaos of Stars is by Kirsten White. Ah, don't we love non-editing videos? Not editing videos. Shut up. Okay, and then the next 3 books I got together. So first I got this one, Why Write More? Which you will not have heard of. You would not have heard of? Whatever. Ugh. I'm trying to do this quickly, I'm sorry. So this is a collection of short stories, and it is by a whole bunch of different people who live in my area, and I know this girl right here, that's Sandy. She is working on the movie with me, and that's how I met her, and now we're good friends. And so I bought this. She's part of a writing group, and they write short stories, and they have self-published 3 books, and this is their second one. That's why it's called Why Write More, and it was originally just the first one's called Why Write, but she's not in the first one, so I didn't buy the first one. I just bought the one that she has a story in. And yeah, so they self-publish these books, and you can buy them at the Kohl's where I live, and the Kohl's at that's the next town that has a Kohl's. And you can also buy them through her individually. And I actually think it's really cool because it's written by all different people of different ages and different backgrounds and different views on things, so all the stories are written differently and with different views and everything, so I think that's really interesting. And I started reading one of her stories already, and it's good. She's a great writer. If anyone wants to buy it, you can contact me and I can arrange that. They're $10 plus shipping and handling. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then at the same time, while I was getting this from her, I also got The Graveyard Book, just because it was there and it's beautiful and I wanted to read it because I thought it sounded interesting. That's by Neil Gaiman. I've also heard a lot of good things about him, so. And then I also got Carrie by Stephen King because, there you go, Carrie by Stephen King. Because I read The Shining and I really liked it, and the new movie is coming out soon, and this has the stupid movie cover, but I thought it's really teeny tiny and I could read it really quickly before the movie comes out, which is not the case. I'm still like a third of the way through. I'm only on page like 195. I'm on page 95, and it's taken me 2 weeks to get to this point. mostly because I'm really busy. As I said earlier, I'm working some 13-hour days, 11-hour days. Today I only worked 8 hours, which is nice, but I'm still incredibly tired. I'm not loving it, honestly, but because I've already invested my time into a third of the book, I might as well just finish reading what I read 2 more times is pretty much all I have to do. So I will finish this before I see the movie, and I don't know. I'm not in love with it, so we'll see how it turns out. I mean, she hasn't started killing anyone yet, so maybe that's why. Maybe it'll get better when she starts killing all her stupid classmates. So that is all. That is my book haul. Videos will be coming back shortly in their normal form because this is the last week of shooting. They're done on Thursday, and I'm super sad because it's loads of fun. But that is all. I'm going to upload this and go to bed, so have a wonderful night or day or morning or whatever time of day you're watching this on, everybody. Goodbye!